ran into Sally's real quick. I need to redo my roots. They're like literally so long. So anyway, I can show y'all what I do for my hair, but I'll show y'all what I got. So I picked up some Wella Color Charm in T10, and I also picked up T18. To get started with my hair, first let me just show you my roots. So I don't know, like 2 inches of growth. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just get on with it. So the first thing I'm going to do, a little difficult to scoop out, but basically I just take the coconut oil, and you can put it in like a little bowl and melt it, but I usually just rub it in between my fingers until it like melts. And yeah, then I literally do this. You can see it looks like so much more dark now, but I want to focus on the roots because that's where I'm going, but I am gonna put coconut oil on every single solitary inch of my hair, just because a lot of times the bleach does get on like this part of my hair where it's already been bleached. But I guess I'll kind of talk you through the process while I'm putting this on. So this is the first step. You put coconut oil on, and you can wait any amount of time you really want. Some people say to wait like a couple hours, like really let it soak in, but I've found that I don't have to wait that long. After this, you are going to mix the bleach, and I'll show you that whole process as well. But you basically just mix the bleach with the developer until it's kind of like pudding, I guess. And then you apply the bleach. So it's really, really, really helpful if you have someone to help you. I don't have anyone to help me right now, so I'm kind of doing this solo, but it's really helpful to have an extra set of eyes in the back who can help you pinpoint any spots that you've missed with the bleach, especially after the second bleaching. So what I haven't explained yet is after you put the bleach on the first time, you're going to apply the bleach on all the dark spots, wait 20 minutes, rinse it out, and start all over. Yep, that's the trick. At least for me, that's the trick. I have to do 2 20-minute sessions. So we'll just see. I've had to play around with it the past couple times, and I don't touch up my roots that often. The last time I did this was, I want to say, my last Sally's receipt was February, and it's now about to be August. So I don't feel like counting, and I don't know how many months that is, but basically it's not that often. So yeah. Whew. Alright. Okay. If I'm being honest, I think we're good. So I'm gonna stop messing with it and let everything soak in. Okay, so I have let the coconut oil sit in my hair, so let me show you guys real quick what I do with the bleach and everything else. Okay, so here's everything that I use. I already used the coconut oil that's in my hair right now, and I am going to put the bleach directly onto the coconut oil in case you were wondering. But anyway, so this is the powder bleach I use. It's from Sally's. It's literally just like a purple powder. I don't have that much left. I'm going to have to get some more, but I think it'll be okay for today. And then you mix the powder with this developer, and I have 20 volume developer. Oh, and then after the 2 rounds of bleaching, I go in with T18 and T10. I actually mix these together, and you mix these together with developer again. So we use a lot of developer in this process, but I will show you guys everything that I'm doing. Alrighty, so this is really hard to do with one hand, but I'm basically just gonna take, there's no specific amount that I use. I just kind of put the powder in, and then I put developer in until it makes the consistency that I want it to be. So yeah, so I'm gonna start off with that much, and I would say it was about like 2.5 full scoops, maybe 2 full scoops, I don't know, but that's how much powder. And this is just a violet powder bleach. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but yeah, that's just what I'm using here. And then I'm using a 20 volume cream developer. So I'm just gonna pour that in, and then I'm gonna mix it up, and if it's not quite where I want it, I'll put some more. Okay, so I have to use this comb because I literally forgot to buy a new brush. I lost my little mixing brush, so that's unfortunate, but it's okay. We can make do with what we have. Alright, so we're all mixed up, and you can see it's kind of like, that's kind of the consistency I like to use. So yeah. Alright, so I have my hair split in two, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go again and divide my hair again in half as best I can. Okay, they feel pretty even. I think there's a little bit more hair like right here. Clip that there like that. And normally I would say use gloves, and I'm like so mad about this. My freaking nail popped off. Normally I would use gloves, but I don't have any right now, and I've done this before without gloves. My hands will have like little marks on them afterwards, but that's okay. I definitely suggest using gloves, and also I suggest having a little application tool, but again, I don't have that either right now. So what I'm actually going to do is I like to use this and create little thin sections kind of like that. And the reason I'm showing you this right now is because I'm going to do the back first, because the back of my head is the part that takes the longest for some reason. So I like the bleach to sit there the most, but I just take really thin little sections like that, can you see? And then I'm gonna apply the bleach on both sides. And I do apply it at the roots. Like I apply it everywhere. Like I don't apply it halfway and then go back through and do the roots, because that doesn't work for me. Whenever I do that, my roots end up not bleaching. So I have to do my roots, like my immediate roots right next to my head. I know they say that part processes faster because it has the heat of your head like accelerating the process, but I've done that and it turned out to be a disaster because it just didn't fully process. So I'm not going to do that, but if you decide to try this out, you are more than welcome to do it the way that hairdressers usually do it. But yeah, so I'm just going to take very, very thin sections just like that, and I'm going to start in the back of my head here and work my way to the front. And yeah, so I'll just do a time lapse for you guys so you don't have to hear me rambling. Okay, so I know y'all are cringing so hard at me right now. Like I said, I don't have that little brush on tool, so I can't do this section the way I was really wanting to. I mean, I can, but it's just not as efficient, so I'm going to have to literally use my hands, which will still work, I promise. Like I said, I've been doing this for 3 years now. So I'm going to try to keep this hand clean, and then the other hand is just going to be my application hand, so that I can try my best to have like sections like that. And also what I usually do is I usually have a timer running, so a stopwatch timer thingy running, so that I know how long I have been applying this bleach. I just have to be careful because it is bleach and it is capable of burning your hair off of your head. Got this in the back because, like I said, this is the part of my hair that like needs the longest amount of time for the bleach to process. And I promise y'all, I usually don't do it like this. I usually have that little brush applicator and it makes it a lot less messy. I have everything on my hair and I actually got some bleach right here, so I'm gonna try to rinse it out. I rinsed some of it out of my hair, but not all of it. But it's okay because, like I said, the coconut oil is fine. But now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go through and I need to get like these little baby hairs. These are very tiny, thin, and frail, so I like to keep the bleach off of like the front little baby hairs the best that I can, and like behind the ears as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I have these big plastic thingy, and it basically just holds all of the heat into your hair. So I'm gonna do this for 20 minutes. Okay, I just added a little heat. I don't sit and do this for the full 20 minutes because it gets too hot. And usually while I'm waiting on the timer and periodically throughout, I like to do what I call a strand test. Not a strand test, a strength test. And I like to just make sure that my hair isn't basically getting like bleached off my head. You'll be able to tell if you're damaging your hair because you will pull it and it'll like feel like a spring. Don't want that. If that happens, rinse it off immediately and be very gentle with your hair. Don't brush it, just like condition it like crazy. And okay, so I have rinsed off all the bleach. I went in and I did my normal conditioner, which is just a Pantene. I washed it. I washed my hair and then went in with the conditioner. But and then I went in with my Bedhead chemically treated hair reconstructor. I didn't have to because, like I said, I don't really have any damage that I noticed, but I do like to just treat my hair extra careful after I bleach it, especially because some of these pieces that have already been bleached in the past do get bleach on them, and I like to just make sure that they're all protected as much as they can be. And then I also went ahead and put a leave-in conditioner in my hair. Now, what you can do now is you can let your hair dry a little bit and then repeat the whole process. So basically, I would put the coconut oil in all over again and just bleach it the way I just did and wash it out and everything, and then that's when I would tone it. But what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna let my hair air dry for a little bit, and then I may or may not finish it tonight because obviously it's yellowy orange at the top and it needs to be a little lighter. You can definitely see that my roots lightened all the way, which is what happens, but like I said, I'm not skilled enough to like miss a little section and then go back in without like taking forever, and two, I find that it really doesn't affect me if I don't do that. So I can just go back in and do everything the same and it's fine. From what I can tell, I don't think I missed any major spots. Like I don't have any dark pieces, but yeah, so I'm just going to either like later on today, I'm not really sure yet, I'm gonna let my hair dry a little bit, put the coconut oil in, bleach it again, and then I will come back and see y'all. And you can see what it looks like after 2 bleachings, and then I'm gonna go in and tone everything, and I'll show you how I do that. So this is my hair before I'm toning it. It's a little drier now, so it doesn't look as yellow, but it definitely still needs some toning. So this is the T18, that Wella color charm that I was talking about earlier. I am just gonna pour more than half of the bottle in here. I'll show you in a little second how much of each bottle I used, but I'm just gonna pour some of that in there, and then now I'm gonna go in with T10, and I'm going to pour that in there as well. I'm not gonna do quite half the bottle, but almost half. And you can see right there, so that one right there is T18 and then T10. So you can see how much I used of each. Now I'm going to use the developer, and it's 2 parts developer to 1 part toner. So I usually just eyeball it. You can use an empty toner container, but I didn't have an empty one, so I was just eyeballing it. And now I'm just gonna mix it up. And the funny thing with toner is the more you the longer after it gets all mixed up, the longer it waits, it'll actually start to turn like a dark purple color. Depending on how much T10 I put in there, it might not turn as dark purple. T18 will literally turn your hair like purple if you aren't careful, so that's why I mixed T10 in there, because I don't necessarily want purple or like silver hair, which I have had in the past, so I started putting T10 in there to kind of counteract that a little bit. But yeah, so I'm just mixing that up, and then I usually like to wait just a little bit before I start putting it on my hair. I like it to kind of develop first, and then so I'm going to go in now and I'm going to put it on, and you can already see it's starting to turn purple. There's no rhyme or reason. I literally just kind of like throw it on my roots and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. So this is after toning it. You can see the yellow has definitely gone down. It's not the best yet. I just wanted to show y'all what it looks like when it's dry and outside in the sunlight, because when I'm inside, my hair tends to like become the color of the colors around me, I guess. So I wanted to kind of show like just in the sunlight daytime. You can see that it's just barely a little yellow at the top. So I think tonight what I'm gonna do is take purple shampoo and do it on my dry roots, which is a little trick you can do to tone it again without doing all of the damage to it. I didn't use any purple shampoo last night after I washed out the toner. I just toned it and then that's it. So I'm gonna try the purple shampoo trick, and but honestly, I am totally happy with how it came out. I don't really even think I have to tone it more. I mean, I totally can, but I think it came out really good. A lot of times when I tone my hair, I'll have like yellow roots, and then my darker my like more drier pieces of hair, like especially this little section right here, will like literally turn purple. And when you have purple and yellow next to each other, it like really contrasts each other and it doesn't look very good. So yeah, I am really happy with how it came out. So yeah, if I end up doing the purple shampoo thing, I'll show y'all, but if not, this might be the end of the vlog for today. But anyway, thank y'all for watching as usual. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. So here is my purple shampoo process. It helped a little bit. Yeah, so here's my hair now. This is also a natural sunlight. I'm right in front of a window. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all in my next video.